Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and first I want to apologize for missing the last 2 weeks. We were in the midst of moving and it was very chaotic. But this is a walk and talk. I don't have an office in my new place yet, so I can't read any of my normal blog posts. But today's walk and talk. There are no sheep here today. Today's walk and talk is about why people don't speak ill of the dead and they rhapsodize about them. What I noticed when my mother died, and part of this might have been influenced, is that I was looking through all her massive amount of photographs and saw lots of pictures of when she was in college, but she came to me as somebody who was much younger. And also I was very filled and connected with the essence of who she was, who she is. And she was the heart and soul of our family. She's why any of us were good parents and good partners. And really an embodiment of love. And not that she didn't have her trying times, because there were lots of painful things that happened, but the essence of who she was pretty much there before she passed. But I think about some people in the news who have passed, who were not really super nice people, but then you hear people rhapsodizing about them. And the thing I think about is that all those negative things about people who have passed are things they did in their lifetime, and it was from a body level perspective, from a level of personality and all the distortions that are in this world, this pattern of distortions in this world. So that is of this world. And when someone passes, they become completely of spirit. And so what people are tuning into is the essence of who they are, and the essence of who they are that may have radiated through the story of their life. And I thought about this because people think nice things about my father, and I don't. Am I missing something? I notice that I reluctantly let some things in, but I'm still holding a lot of grudges and resentments, and I think it's also because I feel like the misinformation that he put out, telling everyone that my mother was the one reason he left because of her emotional cruelty, when he was the one who was the abuser. So when she came back to DC, because he left the country early, she had no friends. All their family friends, they'd been together 29 years, had been turned against her. And then my father did a similar thing, essentially the same thing, to me as well. So suddenly all my family members had these distorted perspectives. I feel like I was also the only one who could talk to my father straight and tell him certain things, and it did change his behavior, which was interesting. I've talked a lot about when people pass and go back to spirit. It's a little bit like you get these villains in movies, and Christopher Walken used to be a great example, but now he's kind of become a song and dance man, which he was at his essence as well. But I saw him in an interview a couple decades ago, and he was kind of a boring, ordinary guy, but he played all these creepy people in movies. And what happens on a movie set is when the filming wraps up, everybody goes down to the bar and hangs out together because they aren't their characters. So it's something really important, I think, for all of us to remember, is that we aren't our personalities and we aren't our characters. we're influenced by them, by our personality and characters, but we are our essence. We are consciousness. We are light. And my focus and the things I talk about here is to encourage people to connect and be themselves as consciousness as they're navigating the world, because as you navigate the world, you can encounter all the obstacles and fall flat on your face and have a lot of painful experiences. Or you can navigate it easily and effortlessly, and even if difficult things come up, you're at ease with them, or at least neutral or accepting of the things that are happening, because you have a spiritual perspective. You have a drone's eye view of what's going on. And even if in your body you don't have a view of the ultimate destination, you might have a vision of the ultimate destination, but you don't have a view of the ultimate destination. It makes it a lot easier to move along this stretch of the road. So if you want some techniques for how to do that, I have a free one in the doobly-doo below. That is the skybox technique. It really gives you a drone's eye perspective of your life and can give you greater insights about how to navigate it as consciousness. Also below, I have 2 courses that I have, and do individual sessions that can help assist you along the way as well. Something I never do when I introduce myself, I just kind of dive into these things, is to let you know that I've been doing this work for 40 plus years, and this has been my life purpose. I've gone through intensive trainings. I went through a mystery school for 5 years and worked for them on and off for about 13 years. I've taken trainings at Findhorn, which is a spiritual community in Scotland, and I've expanded along the way to different things. And in 2006, I had a huge shift in my consciousness, which was also due in part to committing to teach everything I knew. And what happens when you teach everything you knew, so my 25 years plus of trainings and things, is it moves you to the next level as you give away your information. And it did. It moved me to a completely brand new quantum physics way of experiencing the world, and made me upgrade all my techniques. So the things that I share now are upgraded techniques. And you may be experiencing this yourself as you're going through life, because things seem topsy-turvy and turned upside down, but they're in the process of breaking down, breaking through, and reorganizing, and ultimately in all our favors. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends and on your social media. And also click the like button or the heart button. Please follow or subscribe and all these things. Oh, also comment. If you've had experiences like this, please leave a comment. I love to read your comments. And all of these things do tell the algorithm to share this far and wide and get this out to someone who really needs to see this information. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. And hopefully I'll see you next week with another Weekly Musings.